The stations of KUAM, proud sponsor of the 12th Festival of Pacific Arts, Guam 2016. What we own, what we have, what we share, united voice of the Pacific.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&D.
KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, a legacy of trust, serving Micronesia for over 75 years. Matson Navigation, proud sponsor of Festback 2016. Cars Plus, Dodge Challenger, the undisputed champion. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. Pacific Solar, and Chuck E. Cheese's Guam, where all games are just one token.
The Attorney General's office has announced plans to hire an independent prosecutor.
How to regulate local bed and breakfasts and Airbnbs, top discussions at the legislature.
And as a precaution, local health officials prepare strategies to handle the Zika virus. Hafide Guam, and good evening, and thanks to all of you joining us on YouTube from all over the world. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Well, we lead off our broadcast with news about the Attorney General, and although Elizabeth Barrett Anderson has already issued an opinion that Adelupe's retro bonus payments were illegal, the Guam's highest attorney announced an independent prosecutor will be brought on board to investigate further and possibly even file charges.
Crystal Paco has our top story.
The Attorney General of Guam announced during a press conference this afternoon that an independent prosecutor will be hired to investigate and determine if charges are warranted for the illegal retro bonus payments that were given to 107 staffers at Adelupe in December of 2014. AG Elizabeth Barrett Anderson announced that she is walling herself from the issue, and Chief Prosecutor Phil Tidinko will handle the request for proposal process. The best offer will be determined by an evaluation team consisting of 2 members of the Guam Bar and a senior prosecutor.
This law has a criminal consequence, which makes it a misdemeanor, and therefore we need a prosecutor to determine if formal charges should be filed or not. The prosecutor also has to evaluate whether they can prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, which is a high burden of proof.
Tidinko says because the Attorney General issued an opinion that the retro payments were illegal, she could be a witness and that her opinion could be used as evidence. But the need for a special prosecutor isn't something the AG's office could have budgeted for. Tidinko anticipates they'll have to go to the legislature for a supplemental appropriation.
We do plan for conflict cases, but a case of this magnitude, I can only just talk about the public facts, that there was a large number of people who received this, then as you can imagine, the work that's involved in talking to those 100 people, could take up a lot of the costs here.
Under Guam law, the final contract must be executed by the governor. The AG's office is planning to issue the RFP by next week. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.
Just before news time, Adelupe issued the following reaction, quote, the Attorney General today announced her intent to seek an independent prosecutor to conduct a review of the pay raise issue. The administration has responded to the questions of the legislature and the media, providing hundreds, if not thousands, of pages of requested documents. We'll extend the same courtesy and transparency to the independent prosecutor who will be looking into this months-long issue, end quote.
In other island news headlines tonight, you can expect some swift changes to the laws governing the local vacation rental and bed and breakfast business. Major stakeholders gathered for a roundtable meeting today downtown, discussing ways to better define and regulate a quickly emerging industry. Nestor Lecanto was there and has this next report.
Call it the Airbnb business model, where tourists can search online for residential homes to stay at instead of hotels. There is apparently a growing demand for such accommodations here, and operators have sprung up just as fast to fill it. The problem for the local government is how to regulate it. Tourism Chair Senator Tina Muñoz-Barnes.
But we realize that because this industry is fast growing, that we have to make revisions to meet that demand. And again, to give an opportunity for small businesses to grow, but also keep in mind to keep our visitors, our tourists, and our community safe.
The traditional B&B business has been around on a very small scale for many years. Mimi Santos rents out a single room from her home in Totu. She says the law needs to make distinctions.
They need to understand all of our differences and get together and talk about them so the licensing could be different.
Her business is different from Teo's, who offers vacation rentals similar to the Airbnb model.
We make it very reasonable for the customers. We make it economical for the customers. That's what this industry is all about.
But Barnes says, along with the legal operators, there are those who skirt the rules. That's where the government needs to step in and tighten the regulations.
The other states within the nation have the same issues and concerns that are coming up, and they too are addressing policies on session floor.
She says in the next 2 weeks, officials will work on crafting stronger policy that includes stiffening penalties, registering agents for legal and tax purposes, and requiring insurance. Barnes says they're looking out for the health and safety of visitors, and there's also the lost tax revenue from unlicensed operators, which she conservatively estimates might be as much as $3 million a year. But O hopes the government doesn't go too far in its regulation.
The industry itself is in its infancy. We just can't. It would be almost impossible for us to operate with any huge changes, with major changes to the industry.
For Guam's News Network, I'm Nestor Lecanto.
Thanks, Nestor. Guam healthcare providers are on alert for the Zika virus, which has recently spread to American Samoa, Tonga, and the Americas, including Brazil. These recent outbreaks are concerning for Guam in light of the upcoming Festival of Pacific Arts planned for this May, as well as the Olympic Games later this year. Isabaza has more.
It's a virus that can be hard to diagnose. Common symptoms include fever, rash, joint pain, and red eyes. But some infected with the virus don't experience any symptoms at all.
Zika is a viral disease that is transmitted through the bites of mosquitoes. There are no vaccines available as yet for Zika.
There are also no medications to treat it. Zika had been present in Africa, Southeast Asia, and the Pacific prior to 2015, but spread to Brazil in May of last year. Since then, it has led to reports of birth defects, including microcephaly, a condition where an infant's head is small due to abnormal brain development. According to the World Health Organization, although the link between Zika infection during pregnancy and microcephaly is strongly suspected, it is not yet scientifically proven. Nevertheless, this led the WHO to declare an international health emergency on February 1st, which caused the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to advise against pregnant women or those considering pregnancy traveling to places with Zika outbreaks. This impacts the upcoming Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, as Brazil is currently battling a Zika outbreak. Already, the United States Olympic Committee has told athletes they should consider not going if they're concerned for their health. The Guam National Olympic Committee is also discussing the issue during a meeting Thursday night. Outbreaks in Tonga and American Samoa may also affect the upcoming Festival of Pacific Arts. Claire Barati is with the Division of Environmental Health.
Along with our regular mosquito control program, we are meeting with FESPAC and trying to coordinate with them as far as eliminating breeding sites, informing the public, especially around the venue sites and the housing shelters that are available. The number one thing is to prevent mosquito bites and also to eliminate mosquito breeding sites or harborage sites, such as standing water.
She recommends wearing long sleeves, long pants, and insect repellent. A new mosquito and health safety laboratory will be opening later this year.
We're trying to build our laboratory capacity to help control mosquitoes, identify and sort them.
Any suspected cases of Zika can be reported to the Office of Epidemiology and Research at 735-7298. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Isabaza.
Well, efforts are moving forward in other news to address the growing need for assisted living housing locally and within the region, at least in the private sector. Dr. Vince Akimoto, who has been working on the initiative for years now, says a feasibility study was recently completed showing that there is a market that is commercially viable on the island.
And more than that, it looks like there's a good number of people that are already able to afford this. And what we're hoping now is working with our wealth management partners and with our partners in the business community, we're going to get this thing going. And within the next, hopefully, 18 to 24 months, Guam will have a facility that meets the national standard.
The doctor says he's working with the USDA and financial institutions, along with bringing in national experts on assisted living, such as Hensel Associates building code consultant Richard Hensel.
We want to make sure that we're targeting the cutting edge issues as it relates to senior living, senior care, and the new codes are reflecting substantial changes in building design and function to accommodate the needs of seniors.
His company comes to us out of New Mexico and specializes in international building code, specifically relative to the senior living sector.
A Talofofo man accused of opening fire on a car passing his house is charged in court today. Although initially arrested for attempted murder, Christopher James Crisostomo was charged with terrorizing, criminal mischief, and reckless conduct. Court documents state the victim was driving by Crisostomo's house when he saw the defendant, quote, posting up behind a mailbox and fired what looked like a rifle in the victim's direction. The victim reclined in his seat and sped away. Fortunately, the only damage done was a shattered car window. We should note Crisostomo, along with his father Eddie Salas and brother Edward Crisostomo, were also arrested last month for a reported shooting at Epan Public Beach Park. All three men were released with a notice to appear in court in 2019. Also arrested in connection to last month's shooting was off-duty police officer Jojo Garcia. Garcia was booked and released. As for Crisostomo, he's being held on $10,000 cash bail. His next court appearance is the 19th.
Well, we got election news for you now, as Decision 2016 is already kicked off with more than 5 dozen of your fellow Guamanians and counting picking up packets to run in the primary election, which happens in August. It's going to be here momentarily, faster than we know. And at this hour, the Republican Party is holding a meeting to discuss several upcoming party events. Our Ken Quintanilla is stationed downtown and has more.
Half a day Decision 2016 is in full swing. I'm here with Mike Benito, the Republican Party of Guam chairman. Mike, what's happening here tonight?
Well, tonight we have our village leaders here, and what we're doing is we're preparing for our March 12th convention, and we're going to have that at a Dusit hotel, and that's when all the village leaders come in, and we choose our delegates that are going to go to the convention in Cleveland, Ohio, to choose the Republican nominee for president. But also, as we prepare for that. So we're basically going to show how we came across, how we're coming up with a number of delegates per village, and we'll explain that today. But in addition to that, in our convention, we'll also choose our new leaders for the next term, basically. So we'll pick new chairmen, new vice chairmen, treasurers, secretaries, sergeant of arms, etc.
Why are village or district leaders so important for this election coming up?
Hey, that's how the vote is won. You know, that's how you win. You need the village leaders to come on out. You know, there's a lot of excitement. Campaign season is upon us already. You know, and boy, it has come fast. So it's time to get them involved, and we'll start getting the excitement going. And we'll see our new candidates show up, and hopefully we'll get a congressional delegate to represent us in Washington, and then of course a majority in the legislature.
Speaking about the congressional delegate, I know former Governor Felix Camacho, he's one of the most interesting ones so far to pick up a packet. Well, how does that fare well or how do you feel about that?
Oh, very well. I mean, you know, obviously he has a lot of experience as a former governor. He's very familiar with territory affairs as they relate to the federal government. I think that he can represent us well. You know, obviously there is a Republican-controlled Senate and Congress, so he can be influential there. I've been told also that Margaret Metcalf actually is going to be running as well. That's what the last I was told. She represented us very well as she ran against the congressional delegate last term. She did very well, and she has a very good grasp of federal issues as well. So we have to let the primary play that out if she does run. But we're very excited that we have two very strong candidates.
Any other names that we should be expecting to pop up on the candidate listing?
Well, for delegate, that should be it. But I do know that we're going to have a full slate of candidates for the legislature. Some of them I can't really announce now. They have some maybe in classified positions or other things. But I think you'll be quite pleased with the slate that we're going to put out.
Thanks again, Mike. We'll have more on tonight's meeting and, of course, more on Decision 2016 on KUAM.com. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintanilla.
Thanks, Ken, for that report.
Well, we are going to take a quick commercial break, Guam, but when we return, Isa Baza continues her week-long series, The Dish, where she profiles the amazingly talented chefs of the Dusitani Guam Resort.
Stay connected to the world at home from everywhere you are. Get the KUAM News app for the latest in local news, videos, sports, streaming, Isla 63 AM, weather, and more. Available for free now at the iTunes App Store or Google Play.
Congratulations, you just won! All right!
You too can win in Calvo's Insurance Ride Your Dreams giveaway. If you are a Calvo's Insurance home or personal auto customer, you qualify to enter by texting LOYAL to 2015. And if you need an insurance quote, text quote to 2015 for a chance to win in our grocery giveaway. Thank you, KUAM, for placing your trust in Calvo's. Insure with Calvo's today and ride your dreams to reality.
From Hawaii for the Department of Public Health and Social Services. My name is Tina. We're gathering information about the health of Guam residents.
Sure, I'd love to help out.
Over the next few months, you may receive a call on behalf of the Department of Public Health and Social Services asking you to participate in the Guam Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System Survey. It is the largest ongoing telephone health survey in the world. This is not a telemarketing scheme, but a legitimate survey that will collect important state-specific data on preventive health practices and risk behaviors that affect the adult population, such as diabetes, tobacco use, and obesity. This information will support public health programs and policies that are instrumental in meeting the health needs of Guam residents. So if you receive the call, please do your part in helping our island live healthier by participating in this random telephone survey. Ad made possible through the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Call 735-7289 for more details.
It's Triple J Auto Group's Drive Now and Pay Later event going on now. Buy the car of your dreams and make no payment for 90 days. Get in an all-new Honda, Acura, Ford, Mazda, Lincoln, Volvo, or Kia and pay nothing for 3 months on approved credit. Plus, we've got unbelievable savings in all remaining 2015s and many 2016s. Now's the time to buy during Triple J's Drive Now, Pay Later event. Visit us online at carsguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Download our free app on Apple and Google stores. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
Follow KUAM News on Twitter or become a fan on Facebook to get all your daily headlines from Guam's News Network.
Welcome back, everybody. It's part of going green, along with reducing costs, and that's what Pacific Unlimited is setting out to do with its new mulch and landscaping products. The company, which is doing business as Pacific Topsoil and Compost, has repurposed green and wood waste into mulch and landscaping products, helping control weed growth. Here's Vice President Michael Limtiaco with the details.
And with the wood waste, we produce different type of spec material wood mulch, both wood 2-inch and 4-inch minus wood mulch. And so basically we're taking a problem that existed in the community as to where to tip this product, how to dispose of it, and we're repurposing and recycling the products into use back into the environment.
Now with the wood chips, we haven't bush cut since September. So within the 5 months, I've managed to save $2,000, save the golf course $2,000 in just this area alone.
KUAM International Country Club up in Dedido were the first to use the new product, and according to Sales and Marketing Director Richard Ibanez, was that latter gentleman, have helped reduce maintenance costs. While wood mulch and chips are available locally already, they're mostly imported, whereas this product is locally produced and available on a much larger scale.
Guam Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Eric Palacios signed a flare system permit at the former ORDOT dump this morning to address the issue of the release of methane gas.
Anytime there's a buildup of methane and as it channels up through the piping, it'll flare just before it's released into the atmosphere. Very little to no, noxious fumes, noxious odors. Certainly no CO2s are emitted.
Prior to the system, methane had been released into the atmosphere along with its contaminants. The new flare system will combust these contaminants before entering the atmosphere, protecting our ozone layer while also mitigating odors that are a nuisance to the community.
Well, with little rain expected for the next couple of days and stronger winds, the NWS has issued a fire weather watch for Guam. These stronger winds, they say, will increase the risk of quick spreading fires, with the effective area primarily mountains and grassy areas in the southern and central parts of Guam. Winds could be between 15 and 25 miles per hour through Saturday, with the most dangerous time being from the late morning through early evening. Outdoor burning is not recommended, as flying embers and ash may start spot fires that are downwind. The fire weather watch is in effect until Saturday afternoon.
Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo says President Obama's budget proposal for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services for fiscal year 2017 takes steps to strengthen health programs and makes improvements to the delivery of Medicaid in the territories. She added some of the provisions build off efforts she and other territorial delegates have been pushing for since 2009. Among those provisions benefiting Guam, the budget removes the cap on funding for Medicaid to better align territory Medicaid programs with those in the mainland, expands eligibility to 100% of the federal poverty level in territories below this level, and it gradually increases the share of Medicaid costs covered by the federal government as territories modernize their Medicaid program.
In other news tonight, the University of Philippines Alumni Guam organization, in partnership with other nonprofit groups, is holding a cultural night to raise money for veterans with disabilities. It's on Friday. The works of art by Guam Filipino artist Merc Tenorio will be on display at the Tumon Sands Plaza. Also, guests will be treated to the launch of the multi-talented artist song composition My Guahan, as well as selected poetry. Tenorio himself is a disabled vet and is raising awareness about the issues confronting his fellow former servicemen, such as homelessness, poverty, disabilities, and access to proper health care. She was recently recognized by the legislature for her solo art exhibit, Textures and Gestures. The University of Philippines Alumni Guam fundraiser is Friday from 5:30 p.m. until 9 at the Tumon Sands Plaza.
We now have another segment of our Dusitani culinary special, The Dish.
Anissa Baza joins us in part 4, introducing you to Chef Mackie, who shares his passion, you're going to like this, Brie, for everything under the sun having to do with chocolate.
The Dish with Dusitani.
He's the man behind the mouth-watering desserts and pastries that line Aqua Buffet and Dusit Gourmet. Head pastry chef Mackie has worked around the world, from India to the Americas, and his love for baking has landed him here in Guam, where he creates delectable delights for Dusitani Guam Resort.
This is every child's dream. To play with chocolate and cream, right?
Today, he teaches us how to make one of his specialties, a classic chocolate mousse.
4 ingredients, very easy to make, right? So what we do is we take the cream and then we put it on a double boiler. And then while this is stirring and warming up, right, you add the sugar. And then the 8 ounces of coffee.
After 10 to 15 minutes of cooking, it becomes a thickened cremant glaze. You temper this by mixing in 2 pounds each of heavy whipping cream and 63% cocoa dark chocolate.
So we stir this thoroughly. Can you smell that? See the smell, aroma. And if you want a more intense chocolate flavor, you can add about an ounce of instant coffee.
Next, let it sit in the refrigerator for 1 to 2 days.
As it sits in the refrigerator, it gets nice and firm, and the chocolate gets mixed up with the egg yolks and the whipped cream and just develops the flavor.
Once the mousse is ready, squeeze into a martini glass and top with handmade chocolate curls with edible ink and blackberries.
All right, let's try this.
Hey, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, they say.
Oh my goodness. This is so good.
I can never get sick of eating this.
All right, well, thank you so much, Chef Mackie. It's absolutely delicious. Do you have any final words for the community?
Oh, absolutely. You know, come join us with all the amenities that we have in this hotel. It's a great brand new hotel with wonderful views in the restaurant. And then these are offerings that we have been preparing for Dusit Gourmet. And then this chocolate mousse is on the menu in Aqua. So if you are going to come and try it, you all should come down to Aqua.
You must.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Chef.
Thank you. Cheers.
The Dish with Dusitani.
You can try Chef Mackey's chocolate creations for yourself every day at Aqua's Buffet and at Dusit Gourmet, located on the ground floor of the Dusit Tawny Guam Resort. And make sure to join us tomorrow for our final installment of The Dish.
Note to self, try the chocolate mousse ____.
Well, stay tuned. Sports is coming up next with Dave Delgado. And later, Jonathan Jarvis takes us to Jose Rios Middle School to introduce us to another teacher with a touch of class.
Love your flat screen all over again with enhanced HD TV programming from GTA. Explore over 100 HD channels with the sharpest picture and sound quality you can only get from Guam's leader in high definition. That's 3 times more channels than Docomo. Watch live news coverage like never before. Experience the thrill of the game in the comfort of your own living room. With so many HD networks, movies, cooking shows, comedies, you'll never want to leave your couch. GTA, your island, your HD network.
It's an event so big, it's presidential. It's Cars Plus President's Day sale going on now in Mighty. Drive home a new 2016 Hyundai Accent today, starting at $12,995 or $79 per paycheck. Or the totally new 2016 Hyundai Sonata, starting at $21,888 or $133 per paycheck. Buy now and you won't make a payment for 90 days. Plus, all new Hyundais come with Guam's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. It's our President's Day sale going on all month at Cars Plus and Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Do you work hard and need to get away? Then play Micronesia Mall's Drive Away Getaway game and you could win 3 Nissan car driveaways, plus 30 getaways to Manila on Philippine Airlines. Just present mall receipts to enter and win the Nissan Rogue Beach Package, the sizzling Sentra SR, the Rogue Sport Package, plus great instant prizes from Burger King and Foot Locker. Shop and win more cars, trips, and prizes when you play Micronesia Mall's Drive Away Getaway game.
Insure your auto or home with Alpha Insurers and get more chances to win awesome prizes with Alpha's Switch, Spin, and Win. Alpha Insurers will draw 3 winners every week and 1 monthly grand prize winner to spin Alpha's prize wheel for a chance to win an iPad mini, flat screen TV, gas cards, and so much more. Just switch or renew your auto or home insurance with Alpha Insurers and you automatically qualify. It's that easy. Call 477-8701 or 637-8833 for more details and you could be a winner for Alpha's Switch, Spin, and Win.
Get ready. It's time to party, to rally, to run in paradise. 5K, 10K, half marathon, and full marathon. All the fun in one great run, in one great half-a-day experience. Register today for the Guam International Marathon on April 10th.
What's that?
What? That? A hat? Do you like my hat?
No, that. They're towing our car.
Car, we've gone so far.
What's going on?
We can't afford to have it fixed because it's out of warranty.
Stop making excuses. Trade in your car at Guam Auto Spot for a brand new Mitsubishi Lancer with a 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty. Make us an offer. Fill in the blank. What's your payment?
What's up, Guam? I'm Dave Delgado. Welcome to KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. On the show tonight, boys high school basketball from the Ukadu Gym. I have some volleyball over at the Guam Sports Complex, along with some running news on Teason High School's 5K taking place this Saturday at the school's campus. Check it out. The Ukadu Bulldogs took to their home court to face the St. Paul Warriors for the second time this season in boys high school basketball. The first meeting went in favor of the Warriors after the game was called off in the 4th quarter, with St. Paul leading at home. This time around, both teams looked to make a statement early on, attacking the basket, looking for high percentage shot attempts. Chris Monk with the ball sees an open lane and takes it to the basket for the easy lay-in. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs to find Nate Lorenzo wide open for the 3-point shot. Lorenzo makes the defense pay and drains the deep ball. Jericho Perez with a nice bounce pass to Eric Allegre, who goes high off glass for the finish. Perez gets in on the scoring and takes the loose ball the other way. He gets the tough shot to go as he was going out of bounds. Ukadu picked up the win at home, 65-56. Vern Castillo led the way with 20 points. Now for some volleyball highlights from the DPR Gov Guam Co-Ed Volleyball League from the Guam Sports Complex. CL Titano Elementary School defeated Office of Public Accountability in 2 sets, 25-10, 25-6, to improve to 1-1. The loss drops OPA to 0-2. The Jose San Miguel Eagles improved to 2-0. with the 26-24, 25-20 win over GCC Tradesmen, who fall to 0-2. In the last game of the night, Why Not beat DPHSS in 3 sets, 25-9, 26-27, 15-12. Why Not improves to 2-0. DPHSS is now 1-1. Turning over to some running news, Teason High School's Race to Graduation 5K, the Love Run, takes place on Saturday, February 13th at the school's parking lot. Registration can be done at Hornet Sports and Mark's Sporting Goods or at the school's office. T-shirts will be given out to the first 100 finishers, medals and certificates to the top finishers. For more information, call Maria Hernandez at 300-5570. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
Hi. You look amazing. Thank you. So, do you like your food?
It's really good. How about you?
It's okay. But I like spaghetti. Do you like spaghetti?
I make a great spaghetti.
Really? Wow, my stars are really lucky tonight. When's your birthday?
July 23rd.
Dad, she's perfect for you.
Sorry.
These used cars are Nissan certified, and let me show you why I stand behind every used car that we sell. First, our certified technicians inspect every used car to make sure it's safe, reliable, and mechanically sound. Then any scratches and dings are given first-class treatment at our body shop. And after thorough detailing inside and out, the car is ready for sale. At a price that's always below Blue Book. That makes Nissan used cars your best buy.
In music came from his parents.
My mom was a music teacher in Harris Truman for a long time, and she teach choir, a lot of singing activities. So, it rubbed off on me. And my father, who knew an instrument on piano, and he played by ear, by rote. He was not, he didn't study keyboard, but was an excellent keyboardist.
Every day, roughly 120 kids come through his room.
It is kind of hard, but you have to find ways for them. And I do retrograde. It's like backward teaching. Instead of giving them classical music that really they don't understand. You give them something that they know, and then lead them into classical thinking. I love teaching. I love honing young minds to get into music, and they're very, very, very talented.
And indicating that this may be his last year of teaching, he said he wanted to make sure he instills in all his students the Guam culture. What many people may not know is that Estrada has written Chamorro tunes for several other schools, including the University of Guam. Back in 2001, he did the original score and musical direction for UOG's spring musical, The Legend of the Little People. He continues to push for learning Chamorro culture through music, even working on pieces with Senor Frank Rabon.
I do want to promote culture through Chamorro language, through music. I like that.
With this week's Touch of Class, I'm Jonathan Charles.
A Touch of Class. Brought to you by Devondale Dairy Goodness. Distributed on Guam by Market Wholesale.
Well, you can nominate your favorite island educator. Just email us at touchofclass@kuam.com.
Let's take a look at your weather forecast. We are looking at mostly cloudy skies and breezy conditions. Winds northeast 15 to 25 miles per hour. The low temperature for tonight, 76 degrees. Expect this weather through this weekend. Things will start to clear up starting Sunday with partly cloudy skies, and that weather will hold through next Wednesday.
All right, before we get to In the Mix tonight, let's get to some birthdays now. Here are the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club, our newest members, and we start off with Peter Paul Torres, who had his 58th birthday today. He's technically still having it. Happy 58th, Bubba, from your wife, Ruby, your sons Peter, Patrick, and Kadu, and your girl, Tinala. They all say we love you.
And celebrating her 10th birthday is this beautiful young lady, Bernadette Duenas. Happy birthday.
Happy 5th birthday from Mommy and Daddy to Cohen Tay Bailey Manabusan. All right.
Happy birthday to Gina-Lyn Untilon. I love and miss you so much, GF.
All right, this is a really cool birthday shout out right here because happy birthday goes to Larissa L. Hui Hui. Happy birthday, Grandma Res. Say, Nikki Boo and the Hui family. Love always and have a great birthday.
And finally, big happy birthday going out to Lourdes Quito.
All right, just go to KUAM.com and register if you would like to be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. It's our pleasure to make you part of the fun.
Good night.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&D.
In the Mix is presented by Kama Takoyaki Cafe. Located in between Guam Reef and Westin Hotel in Tumon, call them today at 648-KAMA. Hafa Guam, welcome to another episode of In the Mix. I'm Jonah Gancharfris. Thanks so much for tuning in. We have a great show lined up for you this evening. Coming up, give you details to an amazing 5-course dinner and craft beer pairing at Pika's Cafe called Love and Linings. A little bit later in KUM Connections, it's the 58th Annual Grammy Awards, and we check out some of the nominees and how they feel about being nominated this year. And we close out the show tonight with the music from Mix Plate. But first things first, Valentine's Day is on Sunday, and I'm sure many of you are scrambling for that perfect gift. Well, look no further because the place to go is Guam Art Boutique. Here's Mar. Racking your brain for that perfect gift for that special someone in your life for Valentine's Day? Well, how about stopping by the Guam Art Boutique located in the Chamorro Village for all your gift-giving needs?
Guam Art Boutique is 7 different artists who all live here on Guam. Everything is made or designed here on Guam. We also have 3 featured artists as well. So we're kind of a one-stop gift shop. You can get jewelry sets, candles, earrings, necklaces.
One of the boutique's artists is Jessie Snyder of Love from Guam. She, along with the others, all met at several of the island's craft fairs and festivals. They decided to come together and offer all their amazing handcrafted items in one place. Snyder says, along with lovely Valentine's greeting cards and jewelry pieces,
I have started doing some hand-poured candles here in Guam. They are soy wax. They come in a variety of smells. So if you're just wanting a night at home with some wine, we definitely have some candles for you to light to make it more romantic.
Then there is Baba Yaga, Nick's pieces are intricate, detailed, and truly one of a kind, from the wire wrapping, bead weaving, and even metal work.
She makes jewelry, beautiful necklaces, bracelets, and earring sets. She has some beautiful pieces, little baubles that you can wear out for your Valentine's Day dinner. Perfect gift for a woman that likes to get dressed up a little bit.
You can also score big points with pieces from mother-daughter duo Shirley Bridler and Dion Young, also known as Get a Glow On.
They make beautiful enameled earrings and necklaces. There are scenes of Guam. We have mermaid, two lovers point, and also some really cute little shell earrings as well. Blue Amber Trio has created a series of jewelry sets on a wide range of prices, very affordable. That way you can come in and get a necklace and earring that already matches. There's no science behind that. We can help you set up a whole set just for you.
And with Valentine's Day being the day of love, you can also gift the kitties in your life. Bonita Baby is perfect.
She specializes in really adorable little baby t-shirts and children t-shirts and accessories. And she has some really cute little love t-shirts that she just brought in. So if you're wanting to shop for your little girl or little boy for a Valentine's Day gift, she definitely has something for you in that department.
Bonita Baby's items have generated quite the buzz with their fun localized prints and styles. You can also find great gifts from featured artisans Mothered Naturally and Hope & Co. Designs, from hand-painted mason jars, mugs, and tumblers to floral headbands. And if you still need to drop some hints to your significant other,
For Valentine's Day, we have come out with the new Guam Art Boutique wish list. So if you want to come in and shop, you can write down everything that you like and give this little card to your significant other so they can come back in and pick off your detailed list, and we will help you find that perfect gift. If you have no idea what to get, you're completely clueless like I usually am, we also have gift certificates, and you can pick the amount on the gift certificate and give that to your loved one this year.
And speaking of gift certificates, make sure to keep it locked on Guam's favorite I-94 every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday up until February 19th. The Chris and Andy Show and The Hangout will be giving you a chance to win some fabulous goodies from the Guam Art Boutique.
We're open every day here in Chamorro Village, 7 days a week, and so you can come from 10 to 6 p.m. Wednesdays we're open late for the night market till 9 o'clock, and Sundays 10 a.m. to 2.
Keep up to date with the latest items and promotions by liking Guam Art Boutique on Facebook and following on Instagram. You can also check out their webpage at guamartboutique.com. And of course, make sure to stop on by their shop located in the Chamorro Village. They're located directly across Bank of Hawaii.
If you haven't been down here, you should get down here. Like I said, we're a one-stop gift shop. We have a variety of jewelry, gifts, beautiful things for children and adults, men and women gifts. So if you haven't been down, you should stop by. We would love to see you and love to help you shop.
Don't go anywhere, because when we return, we head on over to Pika's Cafe to find out more about love and linings. You're watching In the Mix.
This program is brought to you by GTA, your island, your network.
Sunday barbecues are better when there's more than enough bandwidth to share. Sign up for GTA Fiber to the neighborhood today and enjoy faster internet on more devices. GTA, your island, your faster fiber network.
Cheese in the shell. This is going to be bigger than man buns.
This is going to be bigger than Tinder.
This is going to be bigger than drones.
What? It's gonna be bigger than aliens! Than aliens? Oh, what's this? It's gonna be bigger than James Harden's beer!
This is gonna be bigger than those things. It's gonna be bigger than football. Real football.
It's gonna be bigger than everything.
While hundreds of homeless seek shelter every day, when memories fade like old photographs, and families struggle to care for loved ones with special needs, as young children are caught in the storm of abuse and neglect, we are there. For over 30 years, we have helped Guam's victims of life when there was nowhere else to turn. You can help too by giving $1 a month. God bless you.
Honey, stripes are soft.
He's so late.
Introducing Pizza Hut Stuffed Garlic Knots Pizza.
Hold on. Can you get, yep.
An appetizer and pizza all in one. Mix a night in, feel like a night out.
Just started on the appetizer.
16 hand-rolled cheese stuffed garlic knot appetizers baked into the crust of a large one-topping pizza. The new stuffed garlic knots pizza, an unbelievable amount of food, just $18.99. Only at Pizza Hut.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
In the Mix is presented by Kamar Takoyaki Cafe. Located in between Guam Reef and Westin Hotel in Tumon, call them today at 648-TAMA.
Hafa Day and welcome back. Now, to kick off your Valentine's weekend, why not stop by Pika's Cafe, where they're having a great 5-course dinner featuring craft beers from Lion & Kugels. Here's more. Head into the Valentine's weekend with love and linings at Pika's Cafe. Owner Lenny Theron and crew will be creating a delicious 5-course menu with each dish paired with a Lion & Kugel. Justin Lamontagne is a certified Cicerone and Prud'homme Master Beer Sommelier. So, what does that mean?
Basically, I've mastered the art of studying and drinking at the same time, where I'm able to kind of, retain all the information about beer. And I'm the National Beer Education and Culture Manager with Molson Coors in Canada, and I love what I do. I get paid to get excited about beer and share that passion with people. Beer is one of the most friendly beverages on the planet. Everyone expects to have a good time with beer, and I get paid to host that kind of party every time, and do things like this where I get to come to Guam and work with amazing talents like Lenny and great brands like Lion & Kugels. So yeah, it's a good time.
And on Friday, February 12th, you can expect just that, a good time. You will enjoy a flight of some great Lion & Kugel beers.
The beers are not super intimidating. They're very approachable beers, and they really go well with almost anything.
Like the Cranberry Ginger Shandy, which offers a refreshing take on winter seasonals with natural cranberry and ginger flavors, which pairs great with honey glazed ham or even a green salad with a tart vinaigrette dressing. There's also the Berry Weiss, which features loganberry, blackberry, and elderberry. Then there is a creamy dark lager.
Liney's most award-winning draft brand. It's a really exciting beer. It's a dark lager, so it's got big roasty notes of sort of cooked sugars and dark grains, but being a lager, it's going to be crisp, clean, and refreshing. Lagers are very easy drinking and clean, so you've got a big sort of exotic bouquet of roasty flavors, but it's approachable and it's easy drinking and it's not an intimidating style.
One Lenny is excited about is the India Pale Lager.
It's like a hoppy high five, big splash of hop characters, grapefruit, citrus, really bright, big blast, but then it's gone.
For those that don't know what a lager is,
lager is German for storage, to store, and they would take their beers and they would lager them, condition them in cool alpine caves, and that extended lagering meant that the beer would mellow out. It would mature in its flavor and become very clean, crisp, and refreshing as the ale the yeast just kind of hung out and consumed a lot of the flavors, and that's why they're so clean and easy to drink.
As for the menu, it's being kept under wraps, but if you know Pika's Cafe, they never disappoint.
It's going to be interesting and unique, but definitely very comfort foody.
Yeah, and I think what we're really working on is everyone knows beer. Everyone is has a connection to beer in some way, shape, or form, but they don't stop to think about it. And then what we're really looking to do with this dinner is provide edutainment. We want people to have fun, but we want people to learn a few things. And one of the best ways to learn something is not when everything's laid out for you. We're gonna, people paid tickets to have a chef-inspired pairing, so we're gonna give them that. But with this option to choose the other beers as you go through, you'll be able to see why the pairing that we chose stands out so well, why it works so well, when you can reflect it and contrast against some of the pairings that they're not going to be bad. You can't mess up beer and food. You can just do good, better, and like, oh my God, that was so good.
So if you want to enjoy, as Justin says, some beer education and edutainment, as well as fantastic food, it all takes place on Friday, February 12th at Pika's Cafe, Seatings are 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. and is extremely limited. It's $70 per person. Now, to secure a seat at this one-night-only event, you can shoot a message to Pika's Cafe on Facebook or on Instagram, or give Lenny a call at 488-6069.
We want it to be fun, and why do you like it? Because you do. Like it's all about that personal experience and how you go through the course. I'm just here to guide you and give you information. I'm not here to say what's right or wrong. Neither is Lenny. It's like, hey, here's amazing food with an amazing beer. How can you go wrong?
This is a perfect opportunity to learn from. Like I said, this guy makes it just so easy to understand. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to just come out, learn about beer, enjoy the beers in front of you, be one of the first people on the island to drink these beers.
Stick around, because after this quick timeout, it's KUAM Connections and the 58th Annual Grammy Awards. You're watching In the Mix.
A beautiful, healthy smile is an expression of confidence. The more confident you are about your smile, the more likely you are to fully express your feelings without having to worry about the way your teeth look.
Before cosmetic dentistry, I didn't smile as much. I didn't have the confidence, and it shows. And since I've had cosmetic dentistry done, I feel 10 times more confident. I make my initial introduction with a nice big smile and a handshake, and I just feel like it really is a relationship builder, a nice warm smile, and it makes the clients and customers feel more comfortable with you, feeling confident, and they feel that you're not just there for business, that you're also there kind of as a friend as well. So I mean, it's amazing how powerful a smile can be. A good smile.
Since your smile makes a significant impression on those around you, it is important that it makes the impression you want it to make.
Your favorites will always be here. But this one won't last long.
McDonald's Filet-O-Fish is perfect for Lent. Get it with fries and a drink for only $5.99 for a limited time.
When you come to Chuck E. Cheese's, you can see what's new.
New fun! New games! New cousin! What's new? New awesomeness! Where a kid can't be a kid!
In the Mix is presented by Takoyaki Cafe. Located in between Guam Reef and Westin Hotel in Tumon, call them today at 648-TAMA.
And we're back. Thank you so much for tuning in. In this week's installment of KUAM Connections, it's the 58th Annual Grammy Awards, and it takes place on Tuesday, February 16th on CBS TV 11. Here's more from some of the nominees for this year's awards.
Tuesday, February 16th is music's biggest night. Well, morning if you're on Guam. The 58th Annual Grammy Awards is set to take place at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Hosting for the 5th time is music and acting sensation LL Cool J. The evening will feature a plethora of performances from some of the music industry's best, as well as poignant tributes to David Bowie, Lionel Richie, and even Earth, Wind & Fire. Up for Best New Artist this year is Tori Kelly.
You know, the Best New Artist category is a huge deal to me because it's all the newcomers. It's all the people who've worked so hard just to get some sort of recognition, and you know, we're all kind of in the same boat. It's that next generation, I guess, of faces.
Ain't nobody love like you.
Kelly said it was at the age of 15 when she started to learn chords on the guitar and jot down ideas for music.
So I would just be in my room every single day, just, you know, writing ideas, laying down vocals. I had a little setup in my room. And there came a point where I was like, I I kind of just I want somewhere to put these songs. That's when YouTube kind of raised its hands.
Slowly, she started to post videos online and would generate quite the following.
I think the coolest part from that was being able to kind of take that fan base that I had online with just, the computer screen, and then making that tangible and actually, turning those views into a ticket and like come see my show. And when I started to perform live more, that's when it all just felt like it was, what I wanted to be doing.
Compton MC Kendrick Lamar, who is up for Album of the Year with To Pimp a Butterfly, is showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon.
This year different, maybe the work ethic, knowing what I put into creating this album, knowing what, all these other musicians put into making this album. It's a little bit more homegrown and ground rooted.
He found himself in the studio for a year when creating the album.
Not letting no type of boundary stop me from doing what I'm doing. And that goes for concepts, that goes for the writing process, that goes for throwing ideas on the wall, see if they stick, in different flows, and, speaking on things that I feel like people that don't have voices can speak on. It was certain times where I just write to a drum pattern, a drum loop, over and over and over again until it felt right. And we just built from that.
Lamar has a whopping 11 nominations this year.
And being nominated for Album of the Year, now it feels like the world is listening to us.
Another talented artist with 4 nominations, including Best Country Album and Album of the Year, is Kentucky-born singer, songwriter, and producer Chris Stapleton.
I'll write whatever songs I'm in the mood to write, or whatever idea comes up that day, and however it needs to be written. And if they find their way into the world of commerce, great. We try to make good choices, and just like you try to make good choices writing songs, and hopefully somewhere in the middle of all that you wind up with a career.
And what a career it has been, spanning 15 years. No stranger to the Grammy scene, Stapleton has also been nominated for having penned tunes for all genres and artists, to include Adele and Miranda Lambert. Make sure to tune in to CBS TV 11 on Tuesday, February 16th. Red carpet arrivals begin at 10 a.m. and the show goes live at 11 a.m. for the 58th Annual Grammy Awards. Coming up, we got the music of Mix Plate. You're watching In the Mix.
Your community calendar is brought to you by Taco Bell. Whether it's your first meal or your fourth meal, we've got you covered. Taco Bell, live Más.
Hey ho, on the road again, moving on forward. 6 stones won't break a bone. We're in the car on a highway. It's so magical, feeling that no one's got home. You're a catalyst to your happiness, you know. This is your heart, it's your life, it's pumping down. And all my world is first to
Weaving. It's a form of art, abstract, functional, creative, learned and shared from one generation to another. With every strand, every twist, every fold, behind every woven piece is a story. Who I am, who we were, and who we are as a community, as Pacific Islanders. at the 2016 Festival of the Pacific Arts.
I will share my story.
It's an event so big, it's presidential. It's Cars Plus President's Day sale going on now in Mighty. Drive home a new 2016 Hyundai Accent today, starting at $12,995 or $79 per paycheck. Or the totally new 2016 Hyundai Sonata, starting at $21,888 or $133 per paycheck. Buy now and you won't make a payment for 90 days. Plus, all new Hyundais come with Guam's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. It's our President's Day sale going on all month at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
In the Mix is presented by Kama Takoyaki Cafe. Located in between Guam Reef and Westin Hotel in Tumon, call them today at 648-KAMA.
Well, that's our program. Thank you so much for watching. Now remember, if there's something you'd like to see featured on the show, or maybe a restaurant, or someone you'd like to see featured, you can email me at joan@kuam.com. If you happen to be on Facebook, add us by typing in KUAM in the Mix for the latest on the show and video recaps. You can also find us on Instagram using the hashtag #InTheMixGuam. And of course, you can follow me on Periscope and Snapchat at Joan Charfris. Until then, have a great evening, be safe, and we close out the show tonight with the music from Mixplate. Enjoy and good night.
Yeah, I wanna hear that sweet reggae rhythm when that wicked MC. G. You see it in your eyes, you wanna good time, wanna put your body on mine, alright. Don't you change your mind, don't you change it, oh no. Oh yeah, you call me today, drove all this way, don't put that bus go to waste. Oh no, Pleasure Island, that's where we can go. Say no, I won't take it easy, no, I won't accept that. I say you need me, but you escape the eye. No need to fight it when you know it's too sad. Say no, I want my to know what you like to show. You got to show me. Tell me all day that you love me. Show me tonight. Hey, show me. You got to show me. Tell me all day that you love me. Show me tonight. Yeah, I say I see it in your eyes. You wanna have a good time. Wanna put your body on mine, alright. Don't you change your mind, don't you change it, oh no. Oh yeah, call me today, drove all this way, don't put that bus to waste. Somehow, your Pleasure Island, that's where we can go. Watch me, baby. 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 Yeah.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&D.